Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here. I am playing Never Alone. It's a pretty cool game. Crazy thing, just to start off, this is my second time doing this whole first hour because I'm stupid and I recorded an hour of my voice. Didn't record the game, recorded an hour, thought for sure I hit the button, I did not. So starting the whole game over, so you guys are gonna basically be seeing me play through the whole first hour, literally after I just finished the whole first hour of the game. So here we go. Yep, just going through all of that stuff. So they knew about are an Alaskan Native people who have thrived for thousands of years in one of the most formidable environments on Earth. So I'm going there. So it says like watch insights at the bottom here. There are a couple of videos that I did watch and some that we will be watching. I will play all the videos that I've seen before, so you guys will have that experience still. But so far it's a fun game, but now I'm literally replaying everything I just replayed. I'm so mad at myself. Like less than a minute ago, I ended out the episode like, oh, this will be great. I'm so dumb. Fun game though, great game, great, fantastic game. I love it so far. So you get to experience that now, actually experience it now. So yeah. I cannot believe I did that. That is insane. That's the first time I've done that before. I don't know. Maybe it's not the first time. I feel like it's the first time I've done that before. So with this game, with there being videos and stuff like that, this will be a fairly different experience, because there's definitely going to be stuff where it's like I'm going to be going through the game and we're going to have the videos playing, so I won't be talking over the videos, so it will be sort of a different experience because this is sort of a story-based experience. So that is that's just how it's going to be for this Let's Play. So it'll be a little bit different. There will be a lot of moments where it's just video. Also, I want to note, I'm going to be saying a million things I've already said before, but with this game, it was kind of funny. In that opening clip, it looked like a grown woman, and then when we started playing, it's like, oh, it's just a little girl. Or at least, seems like a little girl. Oh, dang, I thought I had it. So I'm gonna do like the super cool mega jump and everything. It's like, nope, fail. I don't know why I always jump. Like for some reason I like always jump. I don't know why that looks funny to me. So obviously I'm playing by myself, so it's just gonna be me. But we got our little Arctic fox here who is super cute and super awesome. Loser. Oh crap. I think that's supposed to happen, because that happened last time too. Now we have the story of a girl and her fox. The weather did not clear up as a blizzard was followed by yet another blizzard. So I'm going to have to kind of, considering I went through, I won't be unlocking the videos anymore. So I'm going to have to kind of remember when they popped up, and we'll just kind of, do them at random here. Super cute. Super cute. So this is actually a perfect time to do this, the Arctic fox. And look how cute this thing is. It's
When I
insane.
was growing up, my grandpa had a pet white fox. If you're
I mean, look at that thing.
a
It's
good
like,
friend with a
it
fox,
legitimately
when
looks
there's
like a
danger
fluffy toy.
abound,
Like, that's
they
what
try
teddy
to
bears look
keep
like when
you
you
from
buy them
getting
as
into
toys. Like,
trouble.
that is just fluffy and cute.
They pull tricks here and there, and foxes are like spoiled little kids in that way. When you let her out, she'd go prancing out in the snow, jumping in the air. I know she was happy then. Come running at me and jump on my chest, knock me backwards, lick my face, and I try not to let it. So that was my memory of my grandpa's pet fox.
So it's insanely super freaking cute. The Arctic fox. Let's see. Didn't watch any of these. Yeah, so the ones without circles I watch. So I'm gonna be watching the same ones. We're gonna go through them and do it that way. I won't be doing every single video. I don't think I'll do that even, you know, when we hit the end of the game. I don't think I'm gonna do it that way where it's like, let's just watch all the videos. Just off the top, I would recommend this game. After having played the first hour, even though I'm doing it again, still really fun. It's a really good game, and it's interesting, you know, going through and you have, you know, this is basically like a legend. I also love this when the snow's like a little big. They like, she hops and then so does the fox. I just always thought that was so. Caught that at the wrong time. I always thought that was kind of cute. I think that's like the only part where that's actually happened so far in like the hour that I've played. That's like the one part where they have, whoops, maybe a little too soon. That's like the only part where they actually have that little jaunt where it's like, oh, it's just a little bit too much snow here. So I do have to be careful because the fox can't go in the water. Whoopsie. And neither can she. I just killed myself. Christ. I'm so dumb. So the fox will connect us with the spirits. I think this is a pretty cool element. I like this idea. They kind of utilize it in a lot of different ways. Oh, they actually do it in multiple spots. Yeah, I definitely didn't notice that last time I played. I thought that was only like that one little portion. Totally wrong. Also, I love the fact that this game has a freaking ninja-style wall jump. Wow. Wow. So, yeah, I guess I can slow myself down, because that's something I realized after a little bit, is that you can't turn around midair because of, you know, physics, but you can kind of slow yourself down, because that's what it. Whoa! Like the super. No way! Oh my goodness! I never died. The last time I like flew through this like it was nothing, and now I'm just like getting my butt whooped. Just like, okay, yeah. See, it's weird. Sometimes she'll grab it, and sometimes she won't. I should play as the fox. The fox is actually easier. Fox is faster too. But that's another thing with utilizing both characters. Sometimes if you play as the fox and you take off, she'll be super far behind. Like how the camera's kind of stretched out here, it'll be like super duper stretched out. Do. 'Cause, 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 I mean, the fox has a ninja wall jump. You can't get better than that. Whoops. Yeah, I really like this. It's a peaceful game. It reminds me a bit of Limbo, just obviously not nearly as dark and depressing. Although we are getting wow. This is a shame. Like, I'm legitimately, I think I've already died. No, not as many times, but I died way more this time than I did last time. That's all I had to do is just let it happen. That is funny. I don't know why I even did that. I should have known. Oh. Also, I don't think the fox can die from, I was about to say, wow, that sucked. I don't think the fox can actually die from falling, because I've fallen from some pretty high heights by accident during, like, just some of the segments. You'll just drop, like, whoa, did not mean to screw up like that. Try to get her over here before the next big gust. Yeah, they did it right there too. I totally missed that, like, every time they did it. So this is one of the darker portions. And the way they do emotion in this is insane. Like, it's so minimal, but it's really intense. It's not really, words or anything. It's just like the scream and her, like, actually shaking her head and dropping to her knees. Like, it's devastating to her. It's like, that's a serious deal. Like, it makes it real. I can't wait for you guys to see that actual character. The character model, I think, is really interesting. It is said that with each gust of wind, the powdery snow blew in every direction. So there's another video that I think I got right around this time. So we are going to go to this.
Sila is the weather. It also means the atmosphere. Here's the Nuna, or the land. And it's anything from the land into the moon, the sun, the stars. That's Sila.
It's a very spiritual, and we have a relationship with Sila. Sila has a soul in the same way we do as people, in the same way animals do.
I think spirit helpers in and of themselves are really about how we're connected with things. And so it may be that there's a spirit helper that shows themselves as a bird to show you the way home, or it may be a spirit helper that actually decides to show themselves with the face and body of a man instead of their animal form. And so I think one of the things that's hard to understand is that it's not one way of seeing things, it's one way of knowing you're connected to everything.
We've always had that spirituality of everything around us.
It's the interaction you have with the air you breathe, the ocean that you gather resources from, the rivers from which you gather fish, the tundra from which you pick berries, the animals that give themselves. It's all of that.
I really like that shot. Like, this is like the little ending piece to this. I think it looks really cool. It's just a cool little shot there. I always like that one.
Sikuminganekso. Nibiaksiagarolum iyuliakatingi. Bisaulaganeksit.
You can see that she actually looks at the debris when we go past it.
Ano ko lakpaskinyam? Dahil na kuminyait ka. Tamanga ikumawak toming. Kaharakpam inyo liptakto. Sumalagula kami. Nibiaksiagarolum itinyingani. Agalan kaharakpaskinyat sa gabingait.
I mean, I can use both of them. Meow. Meow. I just like doing that. I think that's really cool. Oh, wait. Meow. That little fox can, that thing can leap. No, oh, I thought that would work. There we are. I had to be very precise. I was surprised by that.
Hi, Gwen, today. Kalaktok inyugungaru ako pik.
The owl man.
Kano ko mailisimanek pa nga.
He really is stone, though. I mean, that is actually a pipe.
Kano kita pura, kano ngayingagikpen. Kilaw di ka piyup ko. Ikayo ko niya kalawik pintimon dahil nanakek. Sa bakit ilanga.
So, of course, with the owl man, and you're about to see some other characters pretty soon, there's another video for us to check out. So once the other characters come in, we'll play the next video. Yeah, they are. I think she can take a drop too. I'm not 100%. I haven't really tested it with her though. I'm not. Oh, he was in the way. Oh, that's interesting. So hop over here. This is just to kind of get through some of the stuff that we're going to be going through, and then I'll play the video real quick. Ooh, you know what? Yeah. Dang, too late. Or maybe, I think it's too late. Yeah, it's too late. Time to go. No, oh, seriously? I guess I have to do it with the girl almost. The only reason I switched to be the fox was because I actually played it with her last time. Good lord, girl. Oh. Oh man, that scared me. I was like, oh, did I just screw this up? Like, just mess the timing up and everything. I'm about to get her killed. Alright, so before we actually get all the way up there, oh, well, there are two videos. So I'll just randomly play that because that doesn't actually need to be a part of the story. So I'll just play that one at random. But this one fits right where we are.
They're just like other people. They just happen to be very small and extremely strong.
These are stories that are common throughout Alaska. It's normally the people are in a size from your elbow to the tips of your fingers, and they possess superhuman strength. So they may be tiny, but they can carry a whole caribou.
And if you go up north and you talk to a number of the people in the community, they'll talk about having seen the little people.
There's a place at home that we know, but we don't profess it to anybody.
But it's not like the boogeyman.
They can be mischievous, they can be ornery, or they can be helpers.
And every now and then, we might have the opportunity to see them, especially if they want us to see them.
The fact that it's across Alaska really tells you something about our history and how we interacted with nature around us.
I think this is a really good concept for this game, or just a concept in general of games. It's just interesting. I think it's just really interesting having that element of storytelling where it's, real stories, real legends that exist of a people, and you get to play through, I would have to assume that we're playing through a legitimate legend that's been passed down, and I think that's a really good element for a story.
I choose the Hirakangalok. Upik Kalaktok. Uvana Kauna Gingagiga. Illeginum, Bihit Kovlogo.
So right here, we actually have another video to play, which is for this, the bola. That's what we just got. It's the bola, which is what was in the opening video too.
It's made out of braided sinew tied onto some heavy bone, which you could twirl. In my case, we're catching ducks.
When we're out whaling, sometimes the ducks start flying, and they're good for duck hunting. If you're a whaling crew, you can't make too much noise, so you can't use a shotgun for getting some duck soup handy, So bola was a really handy weapon to use for catching ducks. The ducks fly in, you throw it up and tangles up the bird, and down they go.
As you saw there, it was, at least in the context of the game, it can also be utilized for releasing the spirits to help us out. Oh, why did I just do that? The computer would have done it by itself. Or I guess not. For some reason, the fox doesn't go up the long jumps by itself. You do actually have to take care of that yourself. So here's something. I am horrific with this thing. I mean, it's sad. I mean, I am so bad. It's insane. And you'll see a lot more of that later, because there are going to be some elements, but I am so bad with that thing. No. Whoa. Terrible timing. And I love how it hit me, and it was like legitimately the first gust of wind. Like, we're just running, nothing's happening, because I don't, I'm just kind of playing along. I'm not remembering every second there was like a gust of wind, so I don't remember where they all come in at. And then it was just like, surprise, dead. That was too close. So before we get to the next chunk, we're gonna play this other little video, the trapping trail.
In the winter, when we were traveling, we didn't build sod houses, we built snow houses. In Canada, they call them igloo, but here in Alaska, we call them apuyak. We'd do a day of travel, and then we'd make a apuyak. The next day, my father would set traps, spend the day there, rest the dogs, give them something to eat, and then the following day, we continued to the next place. We'd go to my dad's sister, who had a house at Dubarg. They had a small sod house over there. We didn't have to do anything. We just visit with them, and my dad and my sister were glad to see each other, and they'd talk away while
I love her face in that picture, like, I don't know if I trust you.
By the time we get back to our home, my father would leave us with our aunt or with my grandmother. And then he'd start on his trips and go check his trap line. We were not into 8 to 5 kind of time, you know. We're in a total different kind. We're in ecological time.
So when I first saw that video, the scene of that guy, or the picture of him, was the funniest thing, because I swear I thought those were his fingers. I'm like, whoa, he's got some crazy giant fingers. And I was like, oh, those are just gloves. Those aren't his. He doesn't have monster fingers. That's just, he's just wearing gloves to stay warm. Ooh, I might want to hurry. Oh, that's fine. That actually scared me a little bit. No. Come on. Frozen. Crap. I don't think there's gonna be. Yeah, I think he's. Okay, we're gonna restart from the checkpoint then, I guess. There's a couple of elements where that's happened before. Well, I've never had that happen, but I had it before where there's a part later on where there's like a mini little waterfall. Okay, yeah, that's much better. But there's like a mini waterfall, and so the fox was caught inside like the animation of being like swept away, because the water would move the characters, but there's like this itty bitty little space, and the fox kept getting trapped inside that little space, so it kept making the same like animation noise and everything. And, oh, okay. So it was definitely funny, but fortunately, you know, I didn't think I was gonna make it as the fox, but it oh well, video's about to start, but it kept getting trapped in a loop, and I was like, oh crap, but fortunately it worked. Also, this dude totally looks like Nigel Thornberry, just a tad more evil. He's got the nose, he's got the hair, he just happens to have whoa, see, I suck. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's a perfect example of me sucking with that. Another weird thing about it is that it's not automatic, so I have to explain it after. I guess I can explain it now. There we go. Oh man. Dang. And she fell. Oh, that's real messed up. Okay, so that's sad. The fox cries. When the fox dies, oh my goodness. The first time I heard the fox fall in the water, like I screwed up and it died, it like instantaneously made me sad. It was like a super high pitched screech, and I was like, oh, that was like serious and sad. And then the girl, like, she gets sad and she like drops her knees and stuff, like when we saw The Village. She does that when the fox dies. It's just like the most depressing thing in the universe over the course of like 3 seconds. It's like super sad. It's crazy. But with the, oh my goodness, oh thank goodness, I thought I wasn't gonna make it there. But with the boy, I think they're gonna talk. I know there's a scene, I think he talks again, so I have to wait. Ooh. Thank goodness he failed. I love how the fox is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, I'm good. So, following that, it stopped briefly and then became windy all over again. It was difficult to see anything in the blizzard. Cute little fox. So we actually have another little video to watch, but I'll let this play out for a second. So the thing with the bola is that it's not automatic. So I kind of skipped over because I didn't have to reread it, but I have to click down on the right stick, I have to pull back, and then I have to manually swing forward in order to throw it. So it's not automatic. There's black there. So it's like, it's not like you pull it back and then you just let go. Like if you do that, that's what happens. She just stops. You have to, it's like manually pulling back the quiver on a bow. Like you have to actually pull it back and then manually let it go. Oh, I forgot that was even over there. Like, whoa. But yeah, before we get going, there's another video that plays, which is, it fits perfectly into what we just did. And this is probably my favorite video I've seen so far because it's a legitimate story.
The scaredest I've ever been, I was 12 years old. We floated out on a piece of ice while we were duck hunting. It was a bluebird day, just clear blue skies. And there was 3 of us, myself, my brother, and my dad. Next thing you know, we see this dark shadow on the ice. We look and it goes behind us. So we all jumped up, startled, and my dad, he started running. We got back to the ridge there. The ice had fractured, cracked, and broke off, and we were floating away. We were drifting. It was close enough to where my dad would have made it. He stopped and he thought about throwing us across, and if one of us was on the other side, we would be split up. So he stopped, and he just so happened to have a cell phone on him. 911 didn't pick up. That's the worst feeling in the world right there. 911 did not pick up.
That's just
So
a
he
crazy
left
experience.
a message because they record their calls. Once he had relayed that information, his cell phone died. That was the scariest moment I've ever had in my life. We were floating away and I thought we were left for dead. He kept calm during this situation. He's bringing out everything positive in this case. You know, I'm crying, my brother's freaking out. It went from clear blue to dense fog. Within a couple hours, we heard the chopper flying around, so they must have gotten our message. We thought we were saved, and then the chopper sound went away. So we lit some of the sled on fire. It's plastic. We thought black smoke in the fog would create some kind of marker. Chopper pilot had mentioned when we got rescued, you could see a glow in the fog, and he slowed down there, and sure enough, as soon as he slowed down, we got within visual. That was definitely the scariest moment of my life, was floating away and not knowing what the outcome was going to be.
That is just an insane story to me. It's like, man, you're just out there. Like, you're on land, and then the land tears apart, and you're just off, just like that. I really thought I was done for right there. I can only imagine what that story was like. You know, I mean, you're just out there floating away, especially as a parent. Like, his dad, oh my goodness. Like, you have to be like the calm parent in that situation. That's, you know, one kid crying, the other kid freaking out. You might be freaking out yourself. I mean, that totally makes sense that everyone would be freaking out in that situation. Like, man, all I can do is hope that we get rescued here, because that's all you really can do. You're just out there. Oh, it comes right up. Okay, so funny thing about this, I died like 4 times when I first did this, because oh my goodness. Like, see how weird, like, and the aiming is so odd. There you go. So I died like 4 times right there because I had no idea what I was supposed to do. So I thought at first that I was supposed to use the fox to go across the bridge and then jump back. But when the bridge breaks, you pretty much, you're frozen. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm supposed to jump over the bear and then jump back. And when I first did that, I thought that was correct because those fish, they actually popped up. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to jump over the bear and then, well, let's just see this first. So I was like, okay, oh, man. So I was like, okay, I'm supposed to jump over the bear, and then I jump back. It's like I jump over so it crushes the bridge, and then she's safe, and then I jump back over to get to her, and then we end up getting on top of the fish. And that was not the case, but the fish showed up the first time, which they weren't supposed to. And so I was like, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. And then like the 3 times after that, I just kept dying. What in the world? So the 3 times after that, I just kept dying. And I was like, what is going on? Like the fish showed up and now they're not showing up anymore. Like it doesn't make any sense. What are they doing? Why won't the fish show up? And I was so confused for such a long time. I may have screwed that up. Oh, thank goodness. But I was like, I just don't understand what is going on with the fish. Like, why aren't they popping up anymore? And it turned out I totally had it wrong. Like I died like 4 or 5 times. We'll wait for this one because I don't remember the pattern. But yeah, I died like 4 or 5 times, and then it was like, oh, okay. It finally gave me like the little clue, and it was like, you were never supposed to do that. The fish were not supposed to show up that first time at all. That was a total fluke. Also died here quite a few times. Ooh, nice. I died a couple of times because of that, like running the distance, and then the fox was behind me and it would get crushed. I died there a couple of times, but yeah, the thing with the bear was nuts. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I was so confused, and then it was just like, here, you're dumb. Here's your answer. So that finally worked out. And I think, let me make sure went through. Okay, so these 2 videos we'll watch. Well, I'll watch the next one.
We're
we'll
very
do that
much
in a minute.
aware of the climate change, and it's been for many years, even before climatologists were noticing the change. Inuit were already saying, "Sila alanngoktok." Our climate is changing.
If the heat is going the way it is right now, for us it's going to be pretty bad. Different birds are coming, and they're coming earlier, and sometimes rain is more than what we want, because when there's more rain, we know it's going to melt the permafrost.
In my time as a young whaler, when I was 9 years old, we're hunting from ice that was about 25 feet thick. And there was giant icebergs already floating, coming by. That was the first signs of a changing climate. Ice that never broke before was now moving. Now, here it is 50 years later, we're hunting whale from ice that's 18 inches thick. There's no more thick ice.
It's creating a malfunction in our whaling season, is what it is. And actually, more than that, all seasons in general.
I think we are more scientists than more people will realize. We have more knowledge of those things than people will ever know.
Okay, so this one we will do in a minute. That's a very cute story as well. Yeah, so obviously after constantly losing here, I know exactly what to do. Whoopsie. Forgot I should have been standing like right there. Also, this is that spot I was talking about where I ooh boy. Well, I didn't even... Oh my goodness. It's so hard. Okay, so when I throw it, right? So like where her arm is aimed is where you assume it's gonna go. Oh, okay, I didn't realize it was on like a time limit there. That's my bad. I didn't know he got bored over there. But when I do it, it's like it'll change at the last second based on me flicking it, because it's not, like I mentioned, it's not automatic, so it's not something that you just end up letting go. You don't just let go of it automatically. Way too close on that one. But yeah, it's not an automatic thing. So I forgot it was the fox. I'm like, what? Ooh, wait, I actually have to go. Oh crap. Dang. I forgot about that, because last time I was just naturally moving. I was like, oh crap, that automatically rises. Which I didn't realize last time. I thought it was actually rising as I was moving. I didn't realize it was like... Yeah. I didn't realize it was actually moving on its own. And then we get into the super mystical side of things, which is... yeah, you got here pretty quick. Last time I was much closer to the end. And now all of a sudden they're just, you know, water's no big deal. Just keep swimming sort of deal. Although Kanuksayuki, I hope I said that right, which I highly doubt I did, was a good hunter during clear weather, the blizzardy weather simply was not a time to hunt. Every time that says, the fact that it says weather twice constantly throws me off, because it's like I just read weather literally 3 words before, so that throws me off when I read it like that. It always messes with my head, because it's like, although she's getting the weather is like, oh crap, mess me up. It's got like the Olympic dolphin swim. Right. So what we will do, because there's a video that I unlocked like right here, is we're gonna play this, which is a nice, cute little story.
My brother was out seal hunting. He got attacked from behind and managed to grab his knife and save himself. When he came to realize, oh no, it's a mother. We've always known traditionally that we avoid killing a mother. It's always been sacred to us to protect them. He had to present himself to the council, and so he was given the job to mother the baby, and we kept it. It got so big, it went over the barricade one day. And got
that looks like a shot straight out of a Coca-Cola commercial.
And that was an indication that, brother better go teach it how to survive on its own.
She said the bear got the dog food, because I know I was talking over that, sorry.
I really got attached to the bear because I more or less grew up with
so cute.
And some days when brother took him walking, once in a great while he'd put me on the bear and I would
just
ride
like
on
dogs.
it like a horse. I was just happy as
massively more powerful dogs. Because dogs will totally, you have 2 dogs growing up together, they'll fight. That's what they do. Like we were, I was about to say, and I'm stuck because she was already swimming in midair. But everybody fights. It does not matter. What in the world? Alright, I didn't know that was a thing, that they could even get tangled up. Whoops. Whoopsie. Cool. Okay. That way we don't have to totally reset it. So you probably can't tell, but if you look to the right, there are bubbles, and that's not steam, that's just more water coming in. So this part right here is where the fox was getting stuck before. So it was falling like that, except it would get caught right in between the ledge and the spirit. And I was just, like, I had the girl, and I was like under here, and all I would just hear is the fox going like, it was stuck in the animation. I was like, oh crap, and I was like, thank goodness there's not like a breathing, like a meter or anything, because she would have been dead, because she was like, I had her swimming like all the way down, and I was like, oh man, the fox is completely trapped, and it was just stuck in this spiral. But fortunately it wasn't super crazy. I forgot that wasn't the way to go. But it's like, fortunately it wasn't too crazy, and everything kind of worked out fine. That still makes me laugh that's even, oh, I suck. I really suck. Now I gotta go all the way around. There's like stuff underneath the water too. And slowly get up here. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, so what I was supposed to do was that, and then it'll just, it was supposed to follow me down, because that's what it did last time. Goodness, that's crazy. Yeah, I didn't have to do this like this last time. It actually was one and done. I got it, and we were good to go. Yeah, you can't turn while you do it. Yeah, gotcha. It's funny the noise it makes, because it sounds like a squeaky toy, but it's like, that's a real serious drop that just happened there. Nope, I suck. Oh my goodness, this was super hard for me last time. Okay, I did a little bit better last time. Okay, see? Alright, so you see where her arm is, and then I flick it, and it was like going straight up in the air. It's weird, it's like I don't know. Yeah, like, her arm isn't that high up, and then she goes like straight. It's so weird. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I suck with this. Thank goodness this, typically when this happens, you can just keep going and it's like unlimited. Oh, come on, that was it. That should have. Wow. Terrible. Just terrible. I'm just so bad at that, it's insane. Yeah. And then sometimes if I do it too fast, she won't actually toss it. Yeah. Okay. Wow, even that was off. Okay. I still might not. Okay. Alright. I wasn't 100% sure I'd actually be able to do that one. So you're pretty much right where I was last time. Naturally, I'm getting through it a bit faster because I know what I'm doing this time. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually mean to jump up. I was trying to just drop because I'm actually supposed to take her down, and then the fox stays up there because fox does that. It never looks like she's gonna make it. I love they put that tiny little ledge there, so it's not. Oh crap! Oh. Is she dead? Oh my goodness! Yeah, they can take some drops. They'll take a fall. Okay, make sure I'm at the top of this thing. I forgot it dropped when you did that. Wow, oh, come on. Okay. Hey, actually, let's walk over here. I didn't... Oh, you can't actually see it. Because I didn't really walk over. Last time I did it, I just did that. Wasn't 100% certain how it looked. Oh, well, yeah, I guess I might as well. So this is exactly where I was last time. So all of this is brand new territory for me. I'm not even 100% sure where we're going. I really hope she doesn't swim into those spikes because she's scaring me. I love how it's on her, but I'm the fox. It's like I couldn't do anything because she was so far away from me. Okay. So all of this is brand new territory for me. Okay, that's what I figured, so... And it... Try something out. Okay, no, that doesn't work. No. What? Wait. Oh, maybe I didn't. I don't know. It looked like it shot out of the water. That may have been a glitch, but I probably could have utilized it if I had. Oh, yeah, that right there. Interesting. Don't. Yeah, I didn't think she could use it in the water. Oh, that's weird. Because I feel like that's what it's supposed to be, and I feel like it's gonna show me, and then I'll be like, oh, yep, I was doing it wrong the whole time. Yeah, that holding A doesn't seem to be doing it. There it is. Yeah, see, I keep feeling like it's going to shoot right out. Like I have to use the momentum. Kind of like that. That's not the... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Because it won't go through the water, because it's way too powerful. And I can't make the connection from the distance that I'm at. Okay, there is no connection to be made from said distance. Oh, what's that? Sharing for survival. Yeah, let's check this one out.
I think most central to the ideology of the Inupiat is the idea of sharing.
Being able to feed the community, feed others. That's why we hunt, you know. In the old days, that's what you needed to survive, you know.
The sharing is important because it's how the
Seeing new
community
faces.
survives together collectively.
We just give. That's how
how I grew up. That's the way I'm always going to be. Because of who we are, we always think about other people.
I think those are still teeth in it. Dang.
If our people didn't share in,
It takes skill to
days, we wouldn't have survived in this harsh
take the skin off an animal.
climate environment.
Like that guy was doing it like at his table, like it was like, no big deal, I got it. Like that takes a lot of skill to do that. That would have been so funny if I could not pull that off. I don't know why I keep doing that sound effect. Like every time I make them jump, I'm always doing that. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we're going back. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize it was like that powerful. Okay, we do this, go this way. It's just a, yeah, that's what I thought. There's nothing here. You also can't stop that. Like once you do it, you're just in that animation. So that's why it just kept going. Like I wasn't actually still pressing it. Oh, so stupid. Oh, good Lord. There we are. Wow, that was vibrating my controller like crazy. I don't know if that pops up in my recording that I did the snapshot thing, or if the sound effect shows up, but some of the shots in this look really, really good. Really cool little angles. So what we are actually going to do is go all the way back to the very first video. And this will be how we end off this first episode, because I actually haven't watched this all the way through. I've only seen like up to like the next 30 seconds.
I think a lot of people need to understand is we aren't a museum piece. The Inupiaq people are a living people and a living culture. Even though we're in northern Alaska, which covers this vast area from Nome all the way over the Canadian border, is that there is this extreme value of interconnectedness and interdependence.
It's a hunting society, a gathering society.
One of the videos had that picture on it.
Thousands of years.
This is what creates our culture.
That special relationship between humans and the natural world and the animals, and that it teaches you how to have a society that doesn't do too much harm to the world.
Love and respect for nature, for one another, for our elders. Very, very fundamental value, key to life.
Our values are something that bind us all. The importance of sharing with one another, the importance of spirituality, and the connection to the land, our traditions, how we hunt, sharing of stories and songs and dances.
I'm Inupiaq. I'm from the Arctic Ocean.
I am Inupiaq.
It's very important to me. It's who I am as a person.
It's like those visors.
And we want to continue that.
That made me think of The Incredibles, the visor that he had. So that is going to be the end of episode 1, round 2 for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. We'll watch this first.
Tipinerai sanganut nunaken.
Coastal village. One day he wondered what, oh what, is causing the weather to be like this anyway. Well, that's a good shot right there. Well, pretty looking game. But I'm going to end this episode here. Like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hold on a second. Son of a gun. Alright, so apparently I don't have to click the button down. I just have to hold it back. I'm so stupid. Interesting. I'm really dumb. I'm really dumb. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. I would highly recommend picking this game up. I think it's super fun. I wish you could crawl. I think that would just look funny. But I think it's a really fun game. Definitely visually appealing. I like the way it looks for sure. Especially like this where, you know, like a lot of the section of what we just went through was really far away. But then it's like, this actually looks really, really good where it's, you know, so close up. Oh, look at them. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. But definitely a pretty looking game. I love the, you know, the element of storytelling of a people that are unfamiliar to most people, you know, around the world, I would have to assume. So I really love that element without a doubt. So I'm really enjoying this game so far. The gameplay of it is, you know, nice and simple, little puzzle elements here and there. And then getting these stories of a people that I was wholly unfamiliar with, I think is a really great merit to what this game is. Just as a game as a whole, because it's admittedly, it's an educational game when you think, you know, when you really think about it. So I'm loving it so far. I think it's really fun, even though I had to go through the same first hour twice because I'm stupid and didn't record it. I still had a lot of fun with this. Like I said, I really do hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Let me know what you think of the style of, you know, kind of how we're doing this, you know, playing the episodes or playing, you know, the clips intermittently and going through. It'll kind of be what you guys saw at the end of this where I got that new clip. I'm not going to play every single video, even when we get to the end, and I think I mentioned that in the beginning of this. But I will go through, and if the title appeals to me, I'll be like, okay, yeah, let me check that out. Or if it applies to something that seems, oh, that's awesome. That's super cute. But if it applies to something where I'm super curious what the lore is behind it, you know, like if we get something on the guy, the evil, you know, Nigel Thornberry, I'm definitely going to watch that video because I'm curious what the lore is behind that. So I won't be watching every single thing, but there are definitely going to be elements or, you know, clips where it's like, if this applies to this lore or this element that we did, I'll totally be doing that. So not every video, but the ones that appeal to me, those are the ones we'll be watching. So definitely let me know what you guys think about kind of playing it this way, because I've never kind of had a game where it was like that. I mean, you know, it's just like, let's just watch this clip for a few minutes, but they aren't super long anyway, so it's actually perfect. Like, they're only a couple of minutes a piece, so I actually love the way it's kind of paced out like that, so it works where we can have a couple of minutes of gameplay in the video. But we'll love to know how you guys are feeling about that. I'm not sure how many episodes I'm doing tonight, because this first episode won't be out until next week for me, so I'm probably going to do like 2 or 3 episodes in a row. So the next couple will probably be, you know, all from the same day. So still let me know what you guys think, and then I'll kind of adjust going forward with your suggestions and how you guys kind of feel about it. But whatever comments you guys have, please put them down in the comment section below, and please join me in the next part.